Welcome to Respect Your Elders, Volume 14. If you haven't seen the rest of the series, please start at the beginning of the playlist, as I go over a lot of things in previous videos that I am not going to explain here. I received a comment on a video for Volume 13, which reads as follows. Something that would be cool is going over a game with commentary, pausing or slowing down when necessary, and really elaborating why you make specific choices. I especially need help with pushing circles when there is limited or no cover. Okay, we can do a couple videos on that. So buckle in, this is going to be a longer video. Unfortunately, I didn't hit the record button at the very beginning of this round, but I can easily explain what is happening. This is while the first circle is coming in, I jumped to my Alta power, and the plane track was horizontal and low on the map. That means everything to the north is going to be low population, and everything on the south of the island is going to be more high population. No one came with me. The plane was situated in such a way that it was unlikely someone would be here. However, I'm still concerned about people. So, jumping into this clip, you can see that I'm still being very quiet, even though the first circle is still coming in at me right now. You notice I'm ignoring the fact that the circle is coming at me. I'm looking for gear. I'm staying here. I have found plenty of meds. A lot of people make the mistake of, with the first and second circles in solo especially, they get concerned about being trapped in the circle when they have a lot of meds. You should not be concerned about that when you have a lot of meds. If you have no meds, panic. But if you have plenty of meds, don't worry about it. This is another reason I pick up lots of bandages. Not a lot of people do that as well, or at least I don't think they do. But I pick up as many bandages as I can. Bandages can keep you alive for ages outside the circle if you use them correctly. As you can see, I've the motorcycle that I jumped off of the plane and landed on and drove over here. I've hidden it beside the building here. Slowing the video down here, this is the current circle. I'm not too far outside of it. I don't have to be that concerned. I have a boatload of meds. And I want to... There's still 52 people alive. That's half the people. That's a ton of people. So what I'm looking for here to get to somewhere that is very low population, low desirability, low risk, low reward, so that I can just basically be away from other people. You can see I pick the gas station, or I'm looking at the gas station, the upper right hand corner. Very rarely does anybody go there. Almost never do I see people in that area, unless the plane's track was very close to there and it's the very beginning of the round. It's kind of a barren place. So off we go. I'm going to speed up the clip here. I do want to mention, however, that when I'm driving, normally I try and avoid places where people would be, but on a motorcycle, going off-road can get you killed. You need to move fast, so sometimes roads are really the best option with a motorcycle, even though that's risky. I really like these type of gas stations. They're quite easy to defend. They're usually not trouble at all. Now we're going to slow the video down again. The circle has just changed. This is an extremely easy choice for me. You can see that when I open the map and make a decision here, I make it very, very rapidly, but there actually is a lot of thought going into this. It's just because I've had to make this particular decision in this particular area about 1,000,000 times. So let's go through it point by point. This area on the east side of the circle I commonly refer to as the compound. I am not going to go here. There's two reasons for this. One, it's extremely popular because it has very good loot. Two, it's on the edge in the third circle. Anyone from the east side of the map, from Lipovka or the quarry down south, is going to be pushed towards that place. And I don't want to run into people yet because there's still 46 people alive. In the north we have Polyana, another highly popular area with tons of building cover and tons of loot. Again, 46 people alive, it's right on the edge. I don't want to go there. Too much fighting, too many places for people to hide. This small group of buildings is one of my favorites, but only when it's in the middle. It's not commonly tread upon. It's very easy to defend, despite having a kind of annoying hill off to its west side. But in this case, it's right on the edge. Anyone from Rozhok or the school or Pachinki could potentially be pushed to that recently, and there could be a big fight there. So I don't want any part of that. I'm going to rule out this group of buildings in the south for the same reason. It's too close to the edge and the plane track was on the bottom. In fact, I would assume that there's going to be a huge firefight at this building. This building is in the bottom of a hollow and is very, very hard to defend. Everyone can see you. It's ringed by high ground. I don't like it. And it's on the edge. So that's gone too. That leaves us with the circles I've set up in green as viable options. Or I could go somewhere else. This grouping is in the middle of an open field. There's no real way in or out of it. It's got bad cover, and it's close to the nightmare that is going to be Pollyanna if the circle contracts there. So I don't want any part of that. This is too small and a little too close to the edge for me right now. This grouping is okay, but there's a hill just to the north of it. And unless you're playing squad, you're almost forced not to go to these houses because it is very, very easy for people to approach from the north side of the hill, which is just here. So, not going to use that this time. This place in the bottom isn't bad over here, but it's too close to the bottom of the map and the plane track, and I assume that there's going to be someone there, and there's very little cover. Well, that leaves us with the hilltop here. Now, sometimes I don't go here. It is extremely popular because it's got great visibility in all directions and it's got wonderful cover. I know I'm going to have to fight when I get there because it is a popular place. However, since it's near the middle of the circle, there might be less people to fight. And if I do win the fight, I'm going to be in a great position overlooking a lot of the map, shown here in blue, with a 4x scope on my SKS, and I won't have to move far, and hopefully for the next circle. So we're going to go there. Now when we go there, one of my favorite places to assault this from is running up the arrow with a car and landing right here. Since this is a garage house, you can be easily killed from the top of the garage anywhere to the north, east, or west. The cliffside on the south of this building has a lot of tree cover. You can hide just in those trees, not even in the building, very effectively. So I've made my decision, I've healed up, I'm back on the bike, and off we go. Note, I fully expect to be in a firefight as soon as I arrive at this place. Oh, guy in field. Bye-bye. If that guy had not got up and run, I probably wouldn't have even seen him. He might have been able to shoot me off the motorcycle prone. So when a vehicle's coming, you can hear it. Don't get up and run. I can hear gunfire as I come up to this place. I know it's going to be hot. Landing on the south side of the house, away from trouble. Sounds like the shots are coming from the other building, so I'm going to move straight in. I'm going to wait to go upstairs for a couple seconds because I'm still concerned there's somebody on the top floor of this building. Sure enough, the shots coming from this area are at least partially involved by this guy, who's dead. It's usually why I guard this building and not that one. Now I want to get on the roof and lay down. It's got the best vision here. I can see all the way around me. I'm still hearing some problems. I don't know quite where it's from. I heard a car. Somebody could have snuck in behind me, and I'm very concerned. Even though I can be shot right here, I wanted to stay mobile for a second to try and see where this other guy was. There he is. I hear footsteps behind me. Someone else has flanked me. Always keep your mind in a state of alert, even when you're engaging someone. Know that people can walk up behind you. So yeah, this place was really hot. Lots of combat, but we're doing good so far. The guy that snuck in behind me could have done a little bit better of a job, but he wasn't going as slow as I was. I heard his footsteps. If he'd have come in slow like me, I would have been dead. The circle is moved. I'm going to have to leave, But because we were close to the middle of the circle, it looks like we don't have to go far. I'm going to forget about this guy on the roof, and I'm going to get down on the ground floor and get ready. I want to make sure this guy hasn't come up on me. He hasn't. I'm going back towards my car. I don't actually intend to take it too far, if at all. First, I mark a group of buildings to the south. I think about marking a group of buildings to my west. But as I'm thinking about this, I'm starting to see that there's only 26 people alive. So we've kind of moved past the section of the game where moving fast into a building is going to work. The circle is too small. There's going to be somebody occupying every single building. And at the last second, you can see I decide here to go ahead and just play edge out of cover. It's less risky. I've got good weapons, good scopes, and plenty of meds. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. As I creep out of the building here in the bushes, somebody runs up to steal my motorcycle. That's not going to work. See what I'm saying about this hilltop building? That bush cover right around the building is amazing to just hang out right outside of it. Any building that has that real thick bush cover around it is a good place to be. Now when you're playing Edge, at this point in the game, I typically try and almost follow the circle in. I want to be a little bit earlier than really late stragglers, but I don't want to be the first person walking into the field at all. So I'm just going to sit here and watch. Forced to get up and move quickly a little bit here, but that's okay. It's not the worst position cover-wise. There's some trees, there's some stuff. It's okay. But I am going to go to this tree. You notice right here I start moving immediately again. There's a reason for this. You can see that the circle ended up pretty much in the north area right by us. I also don't want to be in this low hollow that I'm in case there's somebody just to my north and west. Because if they come down around the edge of the circle, they're just going to see me and my cover's no good. Especially that guy that was at the other building, I'm assuming he's going to be moving directly to his west. So I'm kind of trying to intercept him here. Now getting into the open area right here at the little crest of the hill, you can see I slow way down looking for people. And it looks like I've found the guy that went west. 8x scope, SKS, easy kill. So I just shot, gave away my position. I really want to be cautious here. Now that drop in front of me is kind of a godsend because it's going to draw people's attention to it and away from me. See a guy right here on a motorcycle, too far to shoot. I'm just going to stay here and look. I've got 45 seconds. I don't want to be the first person in if there's anybody to my north or directly to my south that's moving to the circle. I want to be behind them. I juice myself up so I can move very, very rapidly when it's time. I got plenty of drink, so that's easy. And we've got guys at the drop. Can't get an assured kill right here, so I'll just leave him alone. Try and keep my eye on him, though. With 2 seconds left, it's time to move, and move quickly. Running by the tree, running by the rock. In case someone starts shooting, I can get to those things very quickly. Running to the next tree, which is in zone. And in a huge shadow. Good place to be. Stop and look behind me from the north and the south. We're going to wait right here and see what the circle does. I pull out my close range weapon. It's not bad cover here. It's not great, but it's not bad. And a whole bunch of people just died off. At this point, the reason I'm shooting is with 6 people left. If you can take someone out from far away, you might as well do it. There's some potato aim for you. And with 1 minute 4 seconds, I'll turn into a sneaky snake here because there's no good cover in between me and the rock up in front. Almost nothing. However, go to and from what you can go to and from here. Aim a little bit toward the tree, so if I get shot, I can get up and run to it. 23 seconds left. Putting my weapon away just for a little bit faster sprint crawl, and then when I'm forced to, get up and run. Now there's only 4 people left. This is the best available cover that I could see. Get an easy kill there. If I had run across that field earlier it's likely I would have died from that guy, and I start getting hit from the back from somebody who is spamming meds to stay out of the zone as far as possible. Unfortunately, that doesn't really work out for him. The circle is too damaging at this point to do what I was doing in the first and second circle. You can't do it. That guy made the wrong decision. And now we're down to 2 left. Behind the best cover available, zone's got another minute. I'm just going to look around. I'm going to stay behind this cover, look around, boost up, see if someone comes flanking around the edges. Keeping myself at max boost to move at high speed if I need to. That's not the right move. Thank you for watching. I hope that cleared up some about my thought process moving from circle to circle. I'm going to do a couple more of these. I kind of liked it. And we'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.